Hello and welcome back to the show. It's great to be back for another review of Smash Bracket after the success of the Joker vs. Snake review. Today we will be reviewing the latest episode, Ken Masters vs. Terry Bogard.
Once again, the community has a clear favorite in who is expected to win. Terry is heavily favored to claim this bout by a large margin, taking down Ken for the second time. Once again, we agree with this assessment, and are hoping the star of Fatal Fury reigns supreme in this duel.
Just like last time, spoilers will be coming up from here on out in this review. If you have not yet watched the battle, link is provided in the description below.
Terry's victory finally shatters our long-running losing streak with characters we hope will win an episode. After 4 consecutive losses, a victory has finally occurred.
Ken was gifted with an excellent analysis. Ink thinks he's clearly settled into his role by now, and not even a cold could stop him from absolutely knocking this one out of the park. Ken's moves were explained well, and perhaps best of all, his story and character were handled with love and care, and showed great passion for the character. And it could stand as one of the best so far. In a shocking twist of events, Ken was actually scaled to someone, which admittedly took us by surprise. However, that should not distract from the excellent analysis, and there isn't much to dislike.
For the first time in the show, somebody other than Ink covered a full analysis portion. Longtime friend of Mr. Ink, a newcomer to the field named Blastbox, took center stage for Terry's analysis. Despite being new to this, Blastbox handled his portion remarkably well. Just like with Ken, Terry's moveset and story were covered to great detail. It is difficult to point out any significant flaws in the analysis. Overall, this episode might boast the current best pair of analysis portions to date.
The battle was one of the longest and most unique duels we have gotten so far. Ken and Terry do combat throughout several animation styles, creating a unique mashup of scenarios. Both fighters bring out plenty of abilities and powers, with the finishing blow being the Buster Wolf, just like we were hoping for. The different parts of terrain styles ultimately mesh well and create several unique scenes. The army battle was very good, the death battle reference was excellent, and the choreography sound.
One of this fight's strongest points was personality and banter. Ken and Terry feel authentic and behave in a way one can picture them doing, sparring like old friends. This is a leg up over the usual style of death battle, where fighters are always going to try and kill their opponent. For some fights this does make sense, but not for every fighter. This rule is what caused Aang vs. Edward to be a disaster, for example, and can lead to many warriors being out of character and acting odd. Duels like Sodoma vs. Popeye work this well, but not always. To date, only a single death battle has ignored this rule and not ended in a kill, and this was only due to both fighters having blatant power over the fourth wall. In contrast, this fight ends exactly how you would realistically expect, and keeps both fighters alive for further fights. It was a truly excellent performance by all parties involved.
The post-analysis for this fight was quite good. There's not much to cover this time though. Ink made it clear the fight was a stomp, and comparing their statistics was a smart detail. Of note was the bullet reaction feat for Terry, which gained a far higher speed than expected. In the future, it might be a good idea to explain why feats like this are so useful, however.
Link vs. Ridley is the next battle, and certainly an anticipated one at that. The original fight being reevaluated will be exciting to see, and here's hoping the hero of Hyrule wins again.
Once again, while this is a fantastic episode, we still have to look at the flaws and provide constructive criticism. As always, we wish the show the best, but criticism is needed to help the show get better and improve. Therefore, we will get started with our complaints.
The pacing of the battle is ultimately a bit all over the place. The battle takes a very long time to truly get started, and it is interrupted several times throughout. In fairness, this fight is not as heavily damaged by this trap as Snake vs. Joker thanks to on-screen action still happening. Scenes like the ninja attack still do while cushioning breaks in combat. As a result, making the transfers between styles a bit faster and smoother might be a good idea for the future, though it does not ruin the episode's quality.
Insert obligatory complaint about the Kirby joke here. It wasn't as in your face as the last one though, so we will give it that.
Here is the final list of our pros and cons for this episode.
Overall, we are delighted to award this episode a 9 out of 10. Everyone did a great job once again, and should be proud of their performance.
Thank you all so very much for watching this review, and have a wonderful day or night.